Listen, I wanted to chat to you today about the first homeowner and getting into the market for the first time, and my thoughts and opinion around all of that. Look, I grew up on a farm, pretty modest environment. We had an old house, it was an old house, but an old car and an old TV that we pushed out the back of the ute when when it was done, and we didn't have a lot to grow up with in that sense. I spoke to my mother-in-law a few weeks ago and asked her what it was like for her, and she said, look, the priority was to buy her first home as soon as she could, and cars and TVs and clothes and eating out and all those sort of things were secondary. The pure focus was to get that first home. So I thought about that in today's living, and she's right. The focus is we want our first home, but we also want to buy the new TV and buy the new clothes and go out and eat smashed avo and go out for dinner and all those sort of things. So the will has to be harder or stronger to be able to get into our first property, I believe. We know that the first homeowner's grant's attractive, but I believe it's not the be all and end all. Like, I can go and buy a $300,000 property somewhere around the country and get a 5% capital growth rate, and it's far outweighed the first homeowner's grant in the first couple of years. So it doesn't mean you have to live in it. It just means get into the market and let property do its thing for the next 20 or 30 years like it has done for the last 100 years. So that's my advice for the younger folk, or anyone who hasn't got their first home out there, is don't worry about the BMW, get a Barina and get your first home. I hope you enjoyed that, guys, and we'll talk soon.